Hello, everyone. Hello. I am so excited you're here. I'm so excited. This is day 10 of our 12 days of giveaways, and my friends, I have exciting news. So in the original plan, we were also going to do a giveaway Monday and Tuesday this week, but I ordered some grab bags that aren't here yet. They're coming from the UK and they shipped immediately. And then they've just been sitting in customs since December 11th. I have the tracking number popping up that they're in Illinois. I know. We're not going to do them Monday, Tuesday. I don't need to be stressing about that. But then right after the holiday, somewhere in that week before New Year's, we'll do 2 more days of giveaways. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed so that you'll get a notification when that is happening. It's so great to see everyone. Barb is here. Barb won, I think it was day 4, the big D-stash grab bag that had spellbinders and photo play and all kinds of other stuff in it. Margie's here. Hi, Margie. Barba, June. Oh, friends. Lynn, you guys, it's so great to see everyone. Are you ready? Are you ready for Christmas? We're doing our first Christmas thing today. And I think I'm ready for that. And I think I'm mostly ready for Christmas. I have just a little more wrapping to do. We're going to decorate the tree today. Very exciting. Holly asked, can you be in the drawings if you're not here? I just got a job that starts tomorrow. Yes, I don't do them live. So the giveaways have forms that are open for 5 days. So actually the last 4 days of giveaways, you can still register for most of those. And then I draw those names and I email the winners. They have 5 days to kind of get back to me and let me know what their address is so I can mail any physical product. Good time to mention, I will only mail physical product within the 48 contiguous United States because shipping's so expensive, but you know that. So if I draw your name and you don't have a US address, then I will just draw another name for that prize and you and I will figure out a digital prize of some kind. Might be a good time to kind of go through the winners. And great reminder. So Daphne says, thank goodness I started making your emergency cards. They're a lifesaver for last minute gifts. They're really great for all kinds of gifty things. If you don't win, there are still freebies for you. In the description box below the video, there's a link to the emergency card kit playlist. I release free printable kits, like free on the first and third Friday of every month. I've been doing it for almost 2 years. And so you can click on that playlist. It'll show you all the videos. There's over 60 kits, tons of inspiration. They have sentiments and card sketches. And then some of the newer ones, if you get them on Patreon, will even have like digital paper and ephemera and tons of fun stuff. Yep. Okay, let's talk through who has won what. I have it somewhere. Give me a hot second. Okay, if you have your notifications turned on and you're a member of Patreon, then this morning it would have emailed you this list as well. And I will try to keep this updated. I am taking a few days off to spend the holidays with my families. I guess I have multiple families, but I'll be drawing winners and emailing, and I'll just try to keep the list updated. So day 1, our Scrappy Tales giveaway was Angie Wagoner, and I've already heard back from her. Day 2, Hero Arts was Wendy McGowan, heard back from her. Day 3, and then I got an email back. Hang on, I wrote this down to make sure I pronounced it right. Thank you for the note on pronunciation on this one because I wasn't sure and I butchered it the first time. Dave T. Kalu Muhammad. And I do have a US address for that waffle flower giveaway, so that's been claimed. Barb White won Spellbinders Day 4. Kim, I'm going to say it wrong. This is the new one, the new name for today. Kim Juhas won the Day 5 Simon Says Stamp big old giveaway. So I need to hear back from Kim, who says it's a US address, but I need the address. And then we did the Easy Holiday Crafting, which was an early draw from Day 7, is Serena Singer. Great question. Someone is asking, how do we enter? So every day there are 2 ways to enter. There's a Google form that's just linked in the description box. And then there's a poll over in Patreon. You can join my Patreon for free. There are paid memberships. I link right below the forms to like a little video tutorial that explains my Patreon and how it works and what it is. But if you vote in the poll, it will add your name and your email address to a spreadsheet, which makes it really easy for me to draw names. So it's the voting that enters you. The comments are open too. I've been loving reading all of your comments. And so know that I'm reading those and I enjoy those. But leaving a comment doesn't put you in the spreadsheet. Okay, so just a heads up there. Oh, Janet says, I love emergency cards. Me too. Me too. Okay, here's what's coming up for emergency cards. Emergency card kits turns 2 on YouTube on January 1st. So the first kit of January will be a big old birthday kit. If you have requests for particular birthday sentiments, or birthday wording, put it in the comment section below, not the chat. Sometimes the chat is a lot for me to get back through, but put them in the comment section. I have already started that kit, and we'll do a big something for that. I'll probably do like a little Valentine's Day something in there. I have a couple of like mini kits in my back pocket. We might throw one of those in there in January. And then February, we're going to do first week of February will be, or first Friday, our masculine kit. And I don't know if it's going to be a big masculine kit. I'm playing with the idea of doing a really big kit at the front of the month and then smaller something later. Trying to do like the 2 medium-sized kits, the first and third Friday. It's just a lot of button clicking. I hate the button clicking. So I thought it might be easier to just get all of that to you guys and in Patreon, and then we can like really dig in. Created to Bless says, looking forward to the masculine kit. I'm so excited. And if you're looking for more masculine inspiration, my friend Lynn over at LV Handcrafted, we talked about this a couple days ago because we gave one away for free, has gathered a bunch of wonderful creators for a Masculine Makes Masterclass series. It's a 5-class series. It's on sale right now, or at least it was when we looked at it the other day. It's normally like $175, but it was on sale for maybe $75. But then there's another version of it where you buy this mystery like goodie bag box, right? And you get $200 of supplies, gently used, a lot of it. And then you also get all those classes. And that was $95, but she gave me an exclusive coupon code for you guys. So if you're like, I definitely want even more masculine inspiration, that's going to be in like mid to late February. I wanted to teach in that one, but I'm doing like some big work things that are just getting in the way of that one. So maybe her next masterclass series, I'll be able to hop in on. Mary Kay, she says, snarky is my favorite. You know, the snarky, the puns, the all of it. If you're not super sassy and snarky, that's okay. I try to give a good balance. So there are nice, sweet sentiments as well. In the bigger kits, sometimes I'll even separate them on different pages. You know, I have to show you guys my shirt today. These are from our matching jammies a couple years ago. Yes. So we're wearing our holiday shirts. We're getting in the spirit. So great to see everyone. Okay. Should we give some stuff away? Well, no, we gave the stuff away. Should we show what we're giving away next? Let's do that. Let's go to the tabletop. We're going to move this guy a little bit. Okay. Move my mouse, move my water so I don't spill on stuff. You guys, in the email that went out, I was like, let's give away a padded flat rate envelope. It didn't fit. It didn't fit. So we're giving away like a big old box. We'll sneak peek there. A big old box of stuff. Carol says, I love your shirt. I can't, you guys, I have to. And I've got 2 little boys and I love it. I'm not super girly anyway. And so I just want to like wear all the dinosaurs and the funny punny and it's great. And we have matching today. We're doing our first family something. It says go Grinch or go home. And then it's like red and white striped pajama pants and stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be so good. Here's item number 1. I got to fix my screen, guys. I can't even see everything that's on here. There we go. There we go. That's better. What? That is great. Jennifer says, I have a nephew named Rex. What an amazing, amazing name. So this is a honeybee die set. And it might be a Lovely Layers. I don't see a name. This was from Crop and Create. It's Honey Cuts Die Fall 2023. So it's got this frame and then some gourds. There are birds and leaves and all kinds of wonderful branches. And it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful put together. This is just another one of those Crop and Create is where there's like 15 companies teaching classes with 3 cards a piece. And so I didn't have time to make all the cards. And I've got some extra supplies to give away for you guys. So here is die set number 1. We have a question. Daphne says, how do you store your Bearly art glue? It looks like a mason jar when you craft. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Let's talk about this. If I can find it, because I don't even know where it is. Here we go. I store it like this. So this is my glue, which is going to be clogged right now because I haven't made a card in like a week. So I have the pin in there too. This is a wee yogurt jar, OUI. Okay. And then in the bottom, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out, but we can try. I have just a very large stamp, and we used this stamp in probably Crop and Create for a glue technique, and I accidentally ruined mine. I was able to get some of the glue off, but not others. So now I use it for this, and it's just, this is an acrylic stamp. It's not even photopolymer. It's not quite as nice, but I just stick this big old like sunflower stamp in the bottom, and then my glue sits right on top of there. And for the most part, if I'm crafting every day, it stays nice. Oh, my pin's even all full of glue, you guys. Somebody needs to make a card, and I think that it is me. Okay. Everyone can be sweet, right? Not everyone can be snarky. Not everyone can be snarky sweetly. I'm snarky sweetly, or I try. Creative to Bless says, I need this one. My grandson is obsessed with veggies. That's an amazing thing for a kid to be obsessed with. I love that. Let's see if I can find places to put all these things. Okay, wait for it. This is one of the first die sets I ever bought. And I have used it many, many times. But at this point, everyone I know has like pirate ship dies. This is from a company called X-Cut that I haven't found recently. So I don't know that they're still in business. It's going to be really hard to see a lot of this. So we have Ahoy there, and it's really big. That's, oh my goodness, 5 inches across is our Ahoy there. I'm going to just hold up the pictures because I don't want to lose any dies. Huge dies. That's 8.5 inches. You could use this for scrapbooking. It makes this pirate ship, and then you can do our octopus coming out of the waves and the water, a little palm beach, a whale. It's so cute, you guys. And there are instructions here. Like, this is so old. They're giving you like, how do you put the sandwich together to die cut, right? Like, it's you can do a little pop-up situation. So I'll include all of the things in there, but I love this one, and I have just used it like you wouldn't believe. I love it, love it, love it. I hope this goes to a home for somebody who's like, yes, I have people to make pirate ships for. I think it's super cute. Yeah, that octopus like coming out of the waves. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, next. We had one of these in the last goodie bag. This is another one of those like slimline. Okay. But this one is a little bit shorter, and it has this thank you in there. Okay. And they're huge. They're huge, huge letters. And you just put the U right on top, and it's pretty quick and easy. So if you run this through in 2 colors or 3 colors, then you can make 3 cards really easily. So super, super fun. So that's going to go in there. You guys, I came in this morning and I had to take my son to a basketball game right after our live yesterday. And I had just put all of the things as I was taking them out on my one empty shelf that's like back behind my desk. I left them there. And I came in this morning and I was like, oh my goodness, the mess. I had to put everything away before we started. This guy, it's so beautiful. Look at this. This is from Crafter's Companion. It's called Intralace, and it's like an edge die to create these ornaments. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I got this in a grab bag. I can't remember where from. And there were 2 of the same die. It's stunning. I made a handful of these. So you'll get this one. Right? I can't even. Those ornaments are so stunning. And I love that you're getting a really unusual card design, because to me, it's about doing something surprising. And sometimes my surprise is snarky, but sometimes my surprise is a fun fold or a pop-up or just something a little bit different. And I think that one really like hits that sort of need for me. All right. This one, can I tell you, I got this one in a giveaway from Jennifer McGuire years ago. It's called Lacy Leaves from Impression Obsession. And it is beautiful because there's tons of area that is raised that will end up inked. I love this. It might not even need to be used as leaves. I think you could use this just as a textural background. Yeah, Jana, I am with you. I love that background die. The die or the stamp? I'm so curious because I love them both. I am obsessed with background stamps, background dies, all of them. I just think that this one is super, super versatile. And I've had this for a while, so I think it's time to pass that on. Okay. This one, okay, it looks little. I mean, it is little. This is the mini fall blooms from Spellbinders. They are teeny tiny little dies. So we have leaves, more leaves, a little acorn. Look at that little acorn, you guys. Oh, I can't even. I love how small they are. You could also use these as little shaker bits, and I think that would be super fun. So mini fall blooms, and I think they have like another, well, I don't know if they're retired or not. There was another die set that was just florals that was like the same size, same kind of thing that I absolutely love as well. Margie says, love dies. I'm with you because I feel like anybody can die cut, anybody at all. You don't need special skills. You need sometimes a little bit of patience. But when I came back to card making, because I'd taken some time off, I felt like that was a way to make my cards look absolutely stunning without me needing to learn how to ink blend or learn how to color or any of those other things that felt a little bit intimidating. So I'm a die cutter through and through. This one is from Hero Arts. It's cute. So it cuts the oval, and then you're going to be left with, right, the rest of your card around the edges, and then a silhouette of these 2 guitar players. And I think it's so much fun. This one is called Music in the Night Window Die. And I think that's awesome. And you could do like a sunset back behind them. Super, super fun. Mary says, I love small dies. You can do so much with them. Yes. Like, especially in emergency card videos. In the first video for a kit release, I try to keep the cards pretty simple. And I might do like a small die cut or a couple small die cuts a lot of times because it's quick and it's easy, but it just steps up the card because all of a sudden there's texture. This one is stunning. It's from Spellbinders Festive Noel. The Noel itself, I believe, are separate letters that come out. And then you have this optional sort of foliage background piece. And you can layer these other pieces on top of it. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And you can pop up the Noel on there if you want. I think this is gorgeous. And it fills a card front, right? This is pretty large. Do I have a ruler out-ish? Yeah, it's about 4 inches by 4 inches is my guess. So there's that one. I went a little nuts this morning, you guys. I was picking what's going in here without the mailer next to me. That's why we're in a box now. So this one is a floss organizer. I think it's fascinating. It's from Waffle Flower. We're going to open this. So if you're not a puppy lover, that's fine. I just think this middle piece even is a really interesting, almost like a ruler. Like there's a lot of cool things you could do with that, but you can cut it into the middle of this bone shape and organize your floss. There's even like little notches here so you can keep track of the end of it. Let me know if you stitch on cards. I don't. You guys saw me bust out my glasses, I don't know, a couple lives ago. I try not to wear them. They're my eyes are really weird, and so my glasses are like 6 years old and they help but not enough. You know what am I reading here? It says, you nuts make us pecan pie makers. I love pecan pie. You guys, I have 6 pounds of pecans. You say pecans or pecans? I say pecans. Sitting on my kitchen island right now because I always make candied pecans for my family for Christmas. Okay, this was an old small die of the month. It's so stinking cute. It's a Vespa. It's a Vespa. The colors are really light, so I'm sorry, it's not super easy to see, but I think it's adorable, right? And lots of options. You could use just the balloons on here too, if you'd like. There is a scripty something. I have no idea. Backwards script, not a chance. But there's a couple of words on there. Jana says pecan or pecan. Oh, are you saying both, Jana? Did you like choose not to pick a team? She's Switzerland. Pecan, Barbara says. Pecan. I live in Nebraska. I don't know. We just say weird things that come from a little bit from everywhere, I think. Pecan. My friend says the pronunciation depends on how expensive they are. Pecan for cheap ones and pecan for expensive snooty ones. Well, my Sam's Club pecans are now expensive snooty ones, I guess. Jana says, I'm in Alabama. Anyway, but pecan. All right. More stuff. It is a choice. Jacqueline, you are right. It's a choice. It might be saying something about us. This was an old large die of the month. Can I just say, this is from 2019. The large die of the month has gotten so much bigger than it used to be. It's so much bigger. So we have this. I actually bought this because I loved these florals right here. I just think they're really whimsical and cute. Almost like a Nordic something. So yeah, I really, really love that. And then you also get some sentiment options to go in there and a pop-up option. There's a little fold in there for you. Okay, Kimber says, you said you went nuts, therefore you're nuts. Make us pie makers because you're giving us more to make with since you're, oh yeah, I'm following. You're cracking me up. All right, let's grab some more. Where are my Stampin' Up stampers? Anybody still using Stampin' Up? I used Stampin' Up for maybe a decade, like exclusively. Like I didn't know that there were other brands, really. I have two of my very favorite Stampin' Up Stampin' Die combos to share with you. And they do have coordinating dies. So I ended up with two of this one. Again, favorites. But there are stamps. Let me grab some cardstock. There are stamps of these umbrellas. It's very faint. Okay. And you can die cut them out, or, right, there's ways to like just die cut some of these pieces. You can decorate the umbrella here. Okay, so the dies are in here. I'll leave these extra pieces. There's some sentiments in here too. I love this one. It's called Weather Together. And I just think it's lovely. Thanks, celebrate, wishing you brighter days. We'll weather this together. I'm here for you. Sometimes we all need shelter from the storm. My friend Penny, who is my Stampin' Up dealer, and we're still good friends. I love her lots. Every summer she does like a Stampin' Up. It's not just Stampin' Up, like a used stamp sale. And she invites a handful of us who have lots of supplies to come sell our like overflow destash supplies. And I accidentally bought a second one of these when I already had one. I'm much better. I haven't bought a double. I did once, maybe last year, but other than that, I haven't bought a double in quite some time. So I love this one. That's coming to you. And then this one. I have used this so much. And at this point, I don't reach for it anymore. I haven't reached for it in probably a year. So I thought, let's give this to someone else. There is a die set in there too. So here is that dragonfly die. And it's really, really stunning. I love that. So this has your stamps, and then you can layer this sort of watercolor look on the inside. So you don't have to color anything. And then in here is where I usually keep my dies. There's one for an outline. We have our dragonflies. There's a couple of them. We have a little bee in here. Yeah, I was like, let's make this a really good giveaway. This is I think my favorite thing that's in here. I'll be honest. If you guys could, I'm bad about this. Could you give this a thumbs up? And that would be, I think, a really great way if you guys can help me like reach more people. You know, I'm on a mission. I want card making to be more affordable and more accessible for people. And one of the ways that I do that is with my free digital stuff. But this is a great way, I think, for crafters who maybe don't have a budget to buy fun, fancy things to maybe get some fun, fancy things. So that thumbs up certainly helps. And if you share it with a crafty friend who could maybe use some fun supplies, maybe they don't have a budget at all, that would be great. Thanks, everybody, for your thumbs up. Oh, goodness. Yay. In the poll, it's asking you what your favorite item is from this giveaway. And I didn't list them all. There's too many things in here, but that's one that I've listed. This is another one I got from Jennifer McGuire. It's a memory box stamp set. Sending birthday wishes, wishing you the best. Happy birthday. You are my happy place. Just really, really great. Let me be really clear. I am not saying Jennifer McGuire is a friend of mine and she gave me this. I'm saying I won a box from her. I won a box from her and it had tons and tons of stuff in it. Okay. So, yeah, I've already given a bunch of her stuff to friends and whatever, and I've used a bunch of it. Some I keep or am keeping, but this one I thought maybe could use a new home. And then in the back are coordinating dies for each of those sentiments. So super cute. It's called Signature Greetings. Yeah, Margie, I think these are like really great all-purpose sentiments. And it's not too bold. It's not going to take over like the card or make it, I don't know. It's not going to feel like too much, I don't think. Sorry, hang on, everybody. Hang on, I got to blow my nose. It is that time of year. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so this is a couple of different things. This bottom one is a really old tailored expressions die. Let's take this out of here so you have less glare. And it is this beautiful silhouette of tulips, maybe, that I love. And then we have this other that is from Momenta. It had a coordinating embossing folder, but I don't know what happened to that. And so we have like a little hummingbird and some leaves and a little frame on there as well. Kimber, you are not joking. She says, you winning a box from Jennifer for crafts is like winning a prize from Oprah. Not only that, can I tell you, I won 2 boxes in one summer from her. One, she does a challenge on her Facebook page, or she did at the time. This was 2022, maybe, before I was making YouTube videos. And so I entered the challenge. Like I made a card and then they just draw a name. And so I won like a large flat rate envelope. And then she was doing a fundraiser for something and I donated to that. And so she was drawing names from people who had donated. And she sent me a large flat rate box. There were, I can't even tell you, hundreds of stamp and die sets. Like I didn't have much at the time. I had really just come back to stamping and I cried. I was just like, oh my goodness. And I tell you what, winning that gave me such inspiration and a chance to be really creative and try some new things. It's part of why I am so excited to do this right now. So yeah, and it's Jennifer McGuire. And it's Jennifer McGuire. It totally feels like winning from Oprah for sure. Yeah, 2 times. I did not buy a lottery ticket. I felt like I had already won the lottery. I cannot even. This is another old Stampin' Up die set. And this is going to cut, they're like outlines here. Okay. So you get the outline of this rose piece and it's really great to fill a card. Let me grab a card base. It's huge. Okay, so it's going to go this way. It's massive, super, super fun. And you can just kind of ink blend in from the corner and give it that sort of watercolory look. So we have that. And then there's a little like frame in here as well. So it's called Rose Garden. Anybody have this one still? Kimber says, I cried too because I haven't won anything. You can still win. Enter to win. All right. What else do we have? We have a very large, awesome happy birthday from LDRS Creative. Anybody else a fan of LDRS Creative? I think they make really cute stuff. They make my very favorite fall pattern paper. They keep like clearancing it out and then it kind of sneaks back in. So I would check them out if you haven't before. You can get their stuff on scrapbook.com, but they also have their own website. Kim says, I have it. You have this die. It might have been from Crop and Create, but I cannot remember. I think it's just a really great die and it's huge. The way it's sort of spread out here is just under 5 inches, maybe 4 3/4 of an inch. Irene says, I just found LDRS Creative this year. They do great videos. Yeah, they go live a lot. Crafty Cornerstone says, yes, it was Crop and Create. Tell you what, there are such great things in those boxes. And I can't get to it all. This one was another that I got from Jennifer McGuire. And I think there's dies back here to cut these out. And it's got this rainbow love situation. I think it'd be really fun to sort of ink in a variety of colors kind of down the stamp, right? And then come back. And then this one is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So it is called Rainbow Love. But wait, there's more. And this is where I'm like, I just have to make room. I'm just out of room. I love this one. I love it so much. And part of what I love is that Simon Hurley is offering things that have both like an inside and an outside. This one's really whimsical and not always a super clean line. So if you look at like these presents, it's like a one-line drawing. Have you seen these? Like, no, you draw it and you never lift your pen. So I just think it was super fun. I've made a few cards with it. Kim says, it looks like a stamp for Call Me Crafty Owl. I was thinking that as I was showing it to you guys. If you don't follow Alicia over at Call Me Crafty Owl, she's been going live at 10 a.m. every morning all December long. She has 2 more days of lives as she opens 4 advent calendars. And she is a delight. I think she's so great. I have my new camera where you can actually see my face. She recommended that camera to me and has been just tremendously helpful. I didn't know her very well and was like asking questions, and she was still helpful. Like, not still, she was, I don't even know how to say it, so warm and generous with her time and advice. And so I appreciated that so much. There are coordinating dies in the back here for you as well. And like really cute, fun sentiments. Fun. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, my friend Delise, who is Stamper Girl. If you know Delise's channel, can you put her channel in the chat? Delise is like this close to 1,000 subscribers. This close. I watched her live last night. And she and I have been on design teams together before. She's a writer. She sometimes does crafty fun with friends with like our live streams on Lynn's channel. If we can get her to 1,000 subscribers for Christmas, that'd be so amazing. She's doing, I think, 12 days of sipping into the new year, and she creates some kind of fancy drink and crafts every day. It was maybe a chai something yesterday. Oh man, and she's a hoot. She's an absolute hoot. So just if you have not subscribed, there we go. Jana's got me. Stamper Girl. That's who you're looking for here on YouTube. You can subscribe to Delisa's channel. Oh man, I think you'll enjoy her. I think you will a lot. Okay, I have 2 more items. This is a stamp and scrub. I just don't stamp that much, but it's an incredible stamp cleaner. I think mine's upside down right now. So there's like a little tag up in the corners. One is like raindrops and one is a sun. So a wet and a dry side. And you spray this with your stamp cleaner and you rub your stamps on there and then you dry them over here. Full disclosure, I think this probably has ink on it right now, but I was afraid to wash it myself and then have it not dry forever and try to mail it like that. I didn't want to do that. So there's that. Somebody's asking, what's her name again? I'm just going to leave this up on the screen for a little while. It's Stamper Girl and hilarious. She is just hilarious. Debbie, I agree. I think Jennifer would love to know that items are being regifted. I mean, we don't want these things just sitting around, not getting used, not getting a little crafty love. So yeah, I hope she would be happy about that. So there is a little stamp cleaner. I used this for a very long time. And now that I make so many of my own sentiments, I just don't stamp as much. And then here is our last item for today. This is a stamp positioner. They don't make this anymore. And I'll be honest, I kind of hemmed and hawed about whether or not to give this away. So they don't make it because it was infringing upon the patent for the Misty. But I don't like throwing things away. So we're going to give it away. And hopefully someone has a good home for it. So it came with this foam. And then I have the like upgraded foam. You only want one of them. Don't put them both in here. Just one. Okay. If you're using red rubber, then you don't use the foam. And it's got 2 magnets. And so you like magnet your paper in there. What is a little different from the Misty is that this comes out somehow. Oh gosh, I don't remember. It's been ages. But you can move these. So there are 2 plates. You can stamp here and then shift it and stamp again. I will say I I never found that it lined up quite right if I was doing like a fine line something, but I think it's great for a handful of like other techniques where you're stamping in a row. Yeah, it's called a stamparatus. June says lift it straight up. Okay, I'm trying. Hang on. Straight, like, I don't know. I'm choosing not to look like a dope any longer than I need to. 90-degree angle to remove. You know what? Whoever gets this can very gently figure out how to just lift it up. I'm trying to just lift it up. Oh, yeah, it's just squeezed in there a little bit. It kind of snaps in. Okay, well, we're going to put it over there before I break something because I am not allowed to have nice things. Carol says, I want one of those so bad. I tell you what, I think having a stamp positioner of any kind is really, really fantastic, right? It just opens up a lot of options. So wishing you luck, Carol. Carol is the kindest, nicest, sweetest. She leaves me the most amazing comments. So I'm rooting for you. Debbie J is here. Hi, Debbie J. Oh, man. Amy's here. She says, arriving late. Friends, you know what? That's okay. You can always go back and watch on the replay. So the giveaway will stay open for 5 days. I am drawing winners every morning. Honestly, the forms close automatically on their own. I'm not emailing anybody Christmas morning. It's not going to happen. I'm going to spend that time with my family, but I will be emailing people as I'm drawing names and then come back next week. I don't know the exact days yet because the products are not here, but I am optimistic that the last 2 goodie bags now have a tracking number and I can see them moving through the US instead of just like being stuck in customs. They are 2 goodie bags from Craft Stash. One is the Ready Steady, which was their Black Friday, like big deal. You saved a ton of money and got a ton of products. And the other is It's Just Paper, which is Justine Hobie's brand. And I want to give a huge shout out to Craft Stash. Like they shipped it immediately. It's just been sitting in US customs forever. So I usually get my stuff from them within 2 weeks. If you're looking at Craft Stash, there is an exclusive coupon code in the description box below for any of their exclusive brands. And then remember, there's other coupon codes from some of our other friends out there. So Kendra from Kendra's Card Challenge is giving us 20% off any like new memberships. That is linked in the description box below. I want to say it's Holiday 24, but I also don't want to be wrong. Lynn over at LV Handcrafted is giving us 8% off the mystery bag option. So you get $200 of like goodie bag surprises, supplies that are typically gently used. And then you get all of the holiday makes classes in there. So I think that code is Let's Be Sassy. Don't want to be wrong. Huge shout out and thank you to Trinity Stamps again for donating yesterday's grab bag. If you haven't seen that one, it was the $200 grab bag from Trinity. It was $800 in supplies. There was so much stuff in there, and I was going to buy a grab bag, and Tanisa, the owner, just gave me that one. So I have also linked to Trinity. They're having a sale on gift cards right now. So if it's a brand you haven't ever tried before, I love a gift card sale because you're buying a coupon, and then you can go use that coupon on a new release that otherwise wouldn't be discounted for a very long time. Or you can use the coupon on the sale items. So I've linked to the sale items too. Check them out. If you've never checked them out before, I have a huge soft spot for them. Lynn's here too. Thank you, Lynn, so much for donating wonderful, wonderful classes for us. Hopefully, I know some people have already been like, yay, I did it. I finally signed up for the Masculine Makes class. So I am delighted to hear that. Where'd it go? Kimber asks, how can you tell if you've done the Google and Patreon? I guess you just click the button on remember. I'm not sure. So there's 2 forms linked. You click the Google form in the description box below and you'll fill it out. I have it like I check for any doubles of names in there because you get to enter once, right? And then in Patreon, once you vote, it will just automatically put you in the poll. I don't have a great way for you to self-check if you voted in the poll, unfortunately. Oh, Jana says Patreon will tell you if you've already voted, which is fantastic. If you got the email from me this morning that was like, hey, we're going live, you can't vote from your email. You actually have to go into Patreon and vote in Patreon. Okay. And part of that is because I don't like the way that Patreon emails polls, like the whole subject line gets weird. So I always go back in, I send the email, and then I edit to add the poll. So just a heads up. I'm making you work too hard. It's, you know what? I also have holiday brain right now. So there's that, my friends. This has been so much fun. We do have 2 more days. Definitely check back. And then starting in January, we'll be back with more video tutorials, more free digital giveaways. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you don't miss any giveaways or anything like that. Any other questions before we take off here? I don't see any. Oh, goodness. All right, my friends. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Have a great restful time, and I hope you have some time with family and friends, and you get to do something that brings you joy. Bye, everybody.